Hey guys, me Dave. It's 7/29/2020. It's Wednesday. So I didn't shave and I'm wearing the same clothes as yesterday because I only got a few hours of sleep last night, and then they started in with feet itching. You know, I was scratching my feet all night until about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, I took 3 Trazodones, 3 of them at once, 50 milligrams each. And I got groggy, I'll give you that. I got groggy. I went up to the fridge to get some iced tea, get something to drink. And I could barely, I was like wobbling all over the place. I felt like I was going to fall down. I was so groggy. But they made my feet itch so much that it was keeping me up from 4 a.m. until, 9 a.m. I was like up and down, all this stuff, and couldn't get to sleep. They were really hitting my feet. They were itching nonstop. And then they kind of laid off me a little bit where, I would say maybe, I don't know, they got to be able to, how do I explain it? They can make your feet itch continuously, non-stop, okay? But they can also make them itch like every 5 to 10 minutes, So every 5 to 10 minutes, I would sit in there, I would, try to get to sleep, and they would hit my feet maybe every 10 minutes, So they kind of, did that to me. It was just, it's, it doesn't sound like much, but that is torture. That is torture. It's continuous. It's on a continuous cycle of, making your feet itch and all this stuff. That is considered torture. It's repetitive, if you put someone's head under a faucet of water, okay, and that faucet is dripping one drip of water on your forehead, continuously, repetitively, that's considered torture. That's torture. So what I'm going through is torture, and they've been waking me up early in the morning, 3-4 o'clock, to do this to me. I don't know how they decide on when to do it. Sometimes it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it'll be 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes it'll be 4 o'clock in the morning, and they'll just do it and make my feet itch, wake me up, and and all this stuff. And so it's I took the Trazodone, but it made me tired. I was tired, I was groggy, I could barely stay awake, but they were doing it so much that I was, and they only do 1 foot at a time. They'll do 1 foot for a while, maybe a couple hours, and then they'll switch feet. They'll do the other foot. So they will switch on and off there. Do 1 foot, and then they'll switch to the other foot and make that footage for a couple hours. But they'll do it for hours. They've done it to me for like 10 hours before. So then what I do is I end up sleeping half of the day away. I'm up in the morning. Because it gets so bad. They don't do it when I'm awake. They do it when I'm sleeping or when I'm trying to sleep. So if I'm awake, I'm fine. They don't hit me. So I'll grab a cup of coffee, hop on Facebook or whatever for, just a few minutes or whatever, and then try to get back to bed. And here it comes. They make your feet itch again. This is what they do. They other targets have had extreme itching, where you're sitting there scratching your legs, your feet, or whatever part of your body, and then they're making your private parts itch, and they're making your butt itch. They're making your ears itch. They can, it's so, I don't know how you want to say it, that they can make your ears itch. If you have hairs in your ear, they can make hit those hairs in your ear and make your ear itch. You know, that's how precise this whatever is, where they can hit any part of your body like that. You know, it's really unreal. It's it's unreal. It really is how they can hit certain parts of our body, our internal organs, our heart, our kidneys, our liver. They hit my liver before. They've hit my digestive system before, where you know they can they can mess up your whole digestive system too. You know, I mean, it's unreal. You know, I don't know how they're doing all of it. It really is amazing. At the same time, it's disgusting. You know, that they can have complete control over your body, your nervous system, and all this stuff. You know, it's unreal. So, I expect to get hit tonight. They'll probably wake me up around anywhere from 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning, and start torturing me. It's been every day this week. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning. So this is going to continue until the week's over. And then they might give me a break. Maybe. You know? So they may give me a little break here and there. You know? But then it's coming. You know? So you expect it. Okay, well, I'm getting a break. Okay, so I'm going to expect to get hit. And you try to prepare yourself. You know? Shielding doesn't work. Grounding doesn't work. I mean, I ground. It doesn't seem to do anything. You know, shielding doesn't work. You know, maybe if you have 100 layers of something, maybe that'll work. You know, but I don't have that. You know, it's just they can get through this stuff like butter. You know, they can get through this stuff like butter. It's like taking a butter knife and cutting through a soft stick of butter. I mean, they can get right through anything. You know, mu metal, aluminum, copper, all this stuff. They get right through it like butter. You know, it's no problem for them. You know, you can try to distract yourself and listen to music and binaural beats and white noise or whatever, but it just doesn't seem to do anything either. They still remote neural manipulate you, throw all kinds of images and all this stuff, past memories, falsified memories, all this stuff. And I totally agree with other people. You have to be able to read active memory, so you can tell that these thoughts and this stuff isn't your own, and stuff. So that's very important. When you can't determine your thoughts from their thoughts, then you have a problem. Then you're gonna have a little bit of a problem. And I know they can wear us out. They torture us so bad they can wear us out, sleep deprived and all this stuff, where you can't hardly tell your thoughts from their thoughts, and stuff. I realize that. It's just, the thing is that, they kind of gave me a couple years off. They gave me like 2 years off, okay? Where they were barely hitting me. I was out there getting my stuff together, I was getting, my Social Security went through, and I was getting my car on the road, and I was doing all this stuff, taking the dog to the park, and I had a little bit of freedom. They were letting me kind of build my life back up, okay? And then they did that for 2 years, where they were barely hitting me. And then they started hitting me again 2 years ago. So it's, now it's like my, what do you call it? My, I have the word in my mind and I can't say it. Getting a couple years off, and then they start torturing you. My, whatchamacallit, I can't think of the word. worth of anything. It's in my head and I can't spit it out. It's totally them doing that, you know. So whatever it is, you know, they gave me a couple years off, and then they started hitting me. So my, you know, my whatever isn't, you know, it's like I'm not used to being tortured anymore real hard. You know what I mean? Before, when I was getting hit super hard, I was able to take it much better. You know, I mean, they were nailing me, you know, and I was able to take it and fight back much better and stuff. Now I'm kind of a little wore out. You know, my body doesn't accept it as good, you know, as well, and you know, you know, it's different now. That they gave me a couple years off and then started hitting me now. It's like my body doesn't take it as well anymore, you know. I mean, it's just different. But anyway, I can't think right now. But I've been up since 4:30 in the morning, 4:20. They did let me. I think they let me get a little sleep this afternoon. I didn't get out of bed till after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was almost 4:30 when I got out of bed. My day was shot. You know, I didn't take Tannerode or anything, so you know, I feed these guys at 4:30 in the afternoon. So then I fed these guys, and then I didn't feel like eating anything. I only had a sandwich today. They were, you know, they can manipulate everything in your body, you know, and so I didn't feel like eating. It just I didn't have an appetite or anything like that. So I only had a sandwich today and a couple pieces of toast, you know, that was it. So then we're sitting around here and I'm like, I gotta get my dog out, you know. It was cooling off and all this stuff. So around 7 o'clock, I took Tanner out, went to the park and all this stuff, and got out for a little bit. But when I woke up after 4 p.m., I felt like my head got ran over by a truck. I mean, it was almost pulsating. You can almost feel a pulse, like something hitting your head, you know, in a pulse. It's so hard to describe, you know. It's really hard to describe sometimes what these guys do to you. But I felt like I got ran over by a truck, and then it kind of wore off a little bit as I woke up and kind of, you know, was more awake and stuff. But so anyway, that's what happened last night. You guys are probably sick of hearing it, hearing from me, but it's this will be going on all week long. I'll try not to keep on talking about the same stuff, but they've been doing the same thing the last 3 mornings to me, and you know, I expect this to go all week, maybe all weekend, and then maybe they'll lay off me on Monday. You know, they could cut me a break on Monday and give me a week off and then do it again, you know. So it's on and off, on and off. Another thing I have to do is I have to get a notebook, you know. I have to get a notebook because people are throwing out really good information and they're explaining what they're doing to us and all this stuff. I can't remember it, you know. I mean, 10 minutes later, I can't remember it. I have to get a notebook and start talking or start writing this stuff down, you know, so I can look back on the notebook and say, okay, that's what they're doing to me, you know. You know, I need to get a notebook so I can start documenting other people's information, good information, all that stuff, to, you know, explain what they're doing to us, you know. I need to do that because my memory, I have a super good memory, but it's manipulated, it's blocked, it's, you know, so you can't remember very good, you know, you can't remember things, you know. You read something and 10 minutes later, what was that? Oh, what? You know, you can't remember, you know. It's totally them, it's manipulated, it's artificial. If they would lay off me right now, I would go back to normal, you know. Well, other people say that you don't go back to normal, but I think your memory maybe, you know, I don't know. would hopefully go back to normal, where you could remember and you wouldn't be manipulated and all this stuff, you know. I don't know. I don't know what would happen if they stopped doing this to us today. What would happen? You know, we are damaged. I agree with that. We are damaged. Maybe we have brain damage. There could be other things going on too, you know, and so I don't know what would happen if they laid off us. You know, maybe we're more damaged than we think. You know, but anyway, I'm gonna cut that off there. Sorry to talk about that, but so it's been about 15 minutes, 16 minutes on this video, so I'm gonna cut this off. So that's what happened to me. A lot of good information out there people are throwing out on what's happening to us. I need to get a notebook and start writing that stuff down. I do have Dr. Duncan's book, you know, and all that stuff. Every time I try to read a book or something, they hit me. They hit me so hard. I cannot concentrate. You know, I can't comprehend what I just read. I can't concentrate on what I just read. I have to go back and read it 3 or 4 times and then try to get it, you know, because they're hitting me. They're remote neural monitoring me. They're sending subliminal messages in my mind. I can't concentrate. I just can't do it. Can't concentrate when I read, you know. It's horrible. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off. Sorry for rambling. And I'll talk to you guys later.